Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Consul Vida Verzosa Wirch, and I will be your MC today. Maganda at maligayang araw ng kalayaan po sa inyong lahat, and it is our honor to have all of you join us today for the simple flag ceremony indoors to commemorate the 128th anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine independence here at the McDougall Center. And before we proceed further, and in the spirit of truth and reconciliation, we respectfully acknowledge that we are located on Treaty 7 territory, the traditional lands of indigenous peoples, including the Siksika Tsitapi, comprised of the Siksika, Kainai, Bigani First Nations, Iyat Kanakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Goodstone First Nations, the Sutina First Nations, and the Otipimesawa Métis Government, Districts 5 and 6. We are grateful for their hospitality and for weaving the rich fabric of histories, languages, and cultures of this place. May we respect this land and continue the grace that we have received for all peoples and celebrate the unity that grows out of diversity. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let us all stand at attention for the playing of the Philippine National Anthem to be led by Miss Sophia Elena Madeline Vista. Sophia?
Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, arap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng mag-itig, sa manlulupi, di ka masisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bukaw, may ilag ang tula at awit sa pamlaya.
Daniel Ferriol from the PMCC Fourth Watch and Father Roel Jose Abanto from the Sacred Heart Parish to lead us in an interfaith prayer. Let us remain standing. So we may now take our seats. Before we proceed further, the Philippine Consulate General in Calgary would like to thank the government of the province of Alberta for allowing us to conduct this momentous occasion here at McDougall Center. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the representatives from the Alberta government who are here this morning despite their busy schedules. Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, Honorable Rick McIver, Associate Minister Mohammad Yassin, MP Blake Richards from Erie Cochrane, and thank you for sharing your Friday this morning to commemorate this very important date in Philippine history. Also, Emily Catherine, and MP Greg McCullough. Thank you very much. My apologies. So this morning, may I invite Consul General Emma Romano Sarne to deliver the Independence Day message. Thank you.
This is so much fun. I feel like I'm in the Philippines. You know, everything that can go wrong seems to be going wrong, but yes, we're all here, and it's just fabulous, isn't it? At the start, I wish to honor and thank our esteemed guests, the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, Honorable Rick McIver, Associate Minister Mohammad Yassin, MLA Kathleen Gamley, MP Blake Richards, and MP Greg McCullough. I wish to share as well with my kababayan the Independence Day message of His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., so please allow me this. I join the Filipino people, both here and abroad, as we celebrate the 128th anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine independence. Today, we honor that historic moment in Kawit, Cavite, when our forebears raised the flag and declared that the Filipino will stand free and independent among the nations of the world. They made a claim that was brave, selfless, and costly, that we were no longer subjects of a foreign power, but citizens of a sovereign nation. We commemorate June 12th because freedom at its deepest must be asserted by the people themselves. It was not just a date given to us, but the date chosen by Filipinos who believe that these islands have the right to govern themselves, to protect their own independence, and to chart their own destiny. Our forebears understood that independence was just the first step in the quest for true freedom, followed by the arduous task of building our nation. Indeed, our conception had to face many struggles. Yet, as Filipinos, we built, we persevered, and we endured, proving that we can stand on our own, not only with the power of our intellect and might, but also with the courage and the goodness in our hearts. Now we again proudly and boldly proclaim our freedom and independence as a nation. Let this day be a reminder that everything we possess and enjoy is a precious inheritance entrusted by those who came before us. It is incumbent upon us, the present generation, to carry forward the duty of building a nation where justice, dignity, and opportunity are not distant promises, but the daily inheritance of every Filipino. Mabuhay ang ating kalayaan, mabuhay ang sambayan ng Pilipino, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas, and that is from His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. For my meeting, maligayang ika-128 anibersaryo ng kalayaan ng Pilipinas. As we commemorate this historic occasion, we reflect on the meaning of this year's theme, Kalayaan, Kinabukasan, Kasaysayan. Our kasaysayan, or history, reminds us of the courage, sacrifice, and patriotism of those who fought for our nation's freedom. Their example continues to inspire us to safeguard our kalayaan, or freedom, and to use it wisely in service of others. At the same time, the theme challenges us to look forward, our kinabukasan, or our future, a future that we must build together through unity, hard work, and a shared commitment to the common good. For Filipinos in Alberta, This celebration is also an opportunity to recognize the important role that our community plays in strengthening the ties between the Philippines and Canada. Through your work, your talents, your entrepreneurship, your community leadership, and your contributions to Canadian society, you have become bridges of friendship, understanding, and cooperation between the Philippines and Canada. You serve as ambassadors of Filipino values, culture, and excellence. You foster understanding between our peoples and create opportunities for trade, investment, tourism, education, and innovation. And you help ensure that the friendship between the Philippines and Canada continues to grow stronger with each passing year. And I also pay tribute to the government and people of Alberta for fostering communities where Filipinos have felt welcome, valued, and empowered to succeed. Through your openness and friendship, countless Filipinos have found not only opportunities for growth, but also a second home in which they can build their lives while preserving their identity and cultural heritage. So as partners in nation building, Filipinos overseas contribute not only through remittances, but also through the ideas, skills, networks, and experiences that help shape the future of our country. And wherever we may be, may we remain connected by a shared history, a common identity, and a collective stake in the Philippines' continued progress and success. So on this Independence Day, let us honor the legacy of those who came before us by passing on to the future generations, a deep appreciation of our heritage, a strong sense of Filipino identity, and a renewed commitment to build stronger communities in both the Philippines and here in Alberta. Sa pagdiriwang na ito, naway magsilbing inspirasyon ang ating kasaysayan, gabay ang ating kalayaan, at mithiin ng isang kinabukasan higit na maunlad, makatarungan, at mapayapa para sa bawat Pilipino. Mabuhay ang sambayan ng Pilipino, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Honorable Consul General Emma Sarnic, for those truly inspiring words. And now I'd like to invite our guests, starting with the Honorable Speaker, Mr. Rick McIver, to deliver his message.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you today as we celebrate Philippine Independence Day that really marks the enduring spirit of freedom, resilience, and national pride of the Filipino people. On behalf of the Legislative Assembly of Alberta, I extend warm greetings to all members of the Filipino community across Alberta and to everyone gathered for this meaningful occasion. I would like to respectfully acknowledge Her Excellency, who we just heard from, Consul General Emma Sarnic. Consul General, thank you for your leadership, for a strong bridge that you continue to build between the Philippines and Alberta. And we were talking before this ceremony this morning, and I said, boy, we're lucky to have the Filipino people here. There's lots of reasons, but one of the big reasons is the healthcare system would collapse. So I said, Filipino people here looking after the rest of us. And the Consul General was so gracious, he said, Canada is also looking after the Filipino people. And isn't that how it should be? We should look after each other. And I believe that is exactly what's happening in Canada between other Canadians and the Filipino people of Filipino descent. So I think that's things working as it should be. Your presence here, Consul General, is a testament to the deep and growing ties between our communities. I was pleased to meet with you and Ambassador, His Excellency Jose Victor Chan Gonzaga last November. And Alberta is fortunate to be home to such a vibrant, dynamic Filipino community, one of the fastest growing in Canada. And the community continues to make oversized contributions to our society, locally and Canada-wide. So Filipinos in Alberta have brought a rich cultural heritage. Here's what I think I know about Filipinos, correct me if I'm wrong, you know how to party. If you bring a bunch of Filipinos together and play music, the singing and the dancing will start almost instantly. And what a wonderful spirit. What a wonderful spirit to share here with the rest of us. I appreciate that. I believe all Albertans do. And it's a spirit rooted in faith, family, community, and generosity, values that resonate deeply with what it means to be Albertan, and they enrich the diversity that strengthens our province. As we gather to not raise the Filipino flag quite yet, and the Consul General explained to me that the Filipino traditions, you don't do that when it's raining. What a nice tradition, by the way. And so that's proper, so at the proper time we'll raise the flag, but we're still celebrating Independence Day today, which matters a great deal, and it marks our enduring friendship. So we recognize the sacrifices of those who came before. We look forward with hope and confidence to a future shaped by collaboration, respect, and shared prosperity. Maligayang ara ng kalayaan. Salamat po. Mabuhay Philippines, mabuhay Canada. And I have to apologize for starting late. I hate to do this. I have a dentist appointment I've been waiting 6 months for, so if I'm not, please don't get your feelings hurt if I'm not here till the end.
Salamat po, Honorable Speaker McIver. And if you want to party some more, we have other Prairie Winds events. Now may we now invite the Associate Minister for Multiculturalism, Mr. Muhammad Yassin, for his message.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. Your Excellency, Emma Sarnay, elected officials, community leaders, members of the communities, good morning, Mabuhay, Maraming Salamat. I am honored to join you today at the McDougall Center for this meaningful celebration. I would like to thank the Philippine Consul General in Calgary for the invitation and for organizing today's ceremony, and to extend my sincere thanks to all the community leaders and guests here this morning. And I know some of them have come all the way from Edmonton, from back in Calgary. Today we mark the 128th anniversary of the Declaration of Philippine Independence, a powerful reminder of the enduring values of freedom, resilience, and national pride. This important milestone provides us with the opportunity to recognize the many strengths and contributions of the Filipino community here in our province. Filipino Albertans are a vibrant and essential part of our province, strengthening our economy, enriching our culture, and helping build strong, connected communities across Alberta. From healthcare and skilled trades to business, arts, and public service, your contributions are seen, valued, and deeply appreciated and respected. Alberta is proud to be home to a strong and growing Filipino community, and we are committed to fostering a province where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. I think we have over 200,000 people of Philippine heritage in our province, and that's a significant number. As Speaker McIver mentioned, we provide essential services in so many different areas of our economy, and we are so thankful to everything that we do in our province. As we raise the Philippine flag, but we are not doing it because of rain, and that's another thing for me to learn, that we don't do that in your culture when it's raining. So thank you for sharing that with us as well. We not only honor history, but also share values that connect us. On behalf of the government of Alberta, I want to extend my warmest congratulations to everyone marking this special anniversary. Thank you again for the invitation, and I wish you all have a wonderful celebration, not only here, but throughout the province, throughout the month of June. So thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
Shukriya and salamat po, Honorable Associate Minister Yassin. And now may I invite the member of the Legislative Assembly for Calgary Mountain View, Ms. Kathleen Ganley, for her message.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much for having me here. Salaam ho. Did I get that right at all? Okay, excellent. So my name is Kathleen Ganley. I am the representative for Calgary Mountain View, which is just north of the river here. And I want to thank you for inviting me here today to celebrate this incredibly momentous occasion with you on behalf of myself, my colleagues at the NDP, and our leader, Nahid. The cultural community that you've built here in Calgary has made incredible contributions to our society, and the shared values that Canadians and folks from the Philippines have of care, of diversity, of strength, I think have contributed to and built our community in an incredible way. The Canadian and the Albertan community are built of different communities from different places all around the world, all bringing their values together and contributing to our strength. You know, in different languages, because we have different words, different concepts exist. And that allows us to share those concepts and those ideas with one another, and it grows our strength. And the value the Filipino people bring here to Alberta in terms of their contribution to our society makes each and every one of us stronger. So I want to thank you for that and to say happy 128th anniversary, and thank you so much for having me.
Maraming salamat po, Emily Ganley. And now I'd like to call a longtime friend of the Philippine Consulate General in Calgary, Member of Parliament for Erie Cochrane, Mr. Lake Richards, for his message.
Maraming salamat po, and I want to acknowledge that my colleague, Conservative colleague Greg McLean, who is a Member of Parliament for the riding that we're currently in, Calgary Centre, who's here with us to celebrate today as well. And so with that, you know, I want to just, of course, start by acknowledging that this celebration happens at a time that I know is a difficult one of heavy hearts for many, with this week's earthquake in the Mindanao region. And I want to just extend our prayers for those who were lost in that tragic occurrence. And of course, that our thoughts and prayers are with those who were rebuilding and who were affected by that tragedy. But it is also a day of celebration, of course, as we celebrate Independence Day, the 128th Independence Day. And I think when we celebrate today, we celebrate independence, but we also celebrate the shared values that we all have, that Filipinos bring here to Canada. I think about the contributions that have been made by Filipino Canadians in every field, whether it be healthcare and education, whether it be business and skilled trades, whether it be in community service, whether it be charitable initiatives. The amazing contributions that are brought by the Filipino Canadians, 1 million strong in Canada, don't go unnoticed, and they're appreciated and they're celebrated by everyone here in this country. I think for me, obviously having being the proud husband of a Filipino Canadian, she embodies these values as well. But I know firsthand the values of hard work, the value of family, community, resilience. These are all things that Filipinos should be proud of, and that they bring to our Canadian fabric. And so we celebrate all of those things today. And I think more than anything, we celebrate the shared values of faith, of family, of freedom. When you think about the value of freedom in particular, that's the value that inspired the independence movement in the Philippines. It's a value that continues to inspire many today all across the world. And Filipinos embody that value. And so we celebrate the 128th Philippines Independence Day. We celebrate the contributions that Filipino Canadians bring to our great country, and we celebrate together as Canadians. And so thank you for the opportunity to join you today. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang Philippines, mabuhay ang Canada.
Maraming salamat po. I give Blake Richards and deepest gratitude for all our speakers today. We really appreciate it. And so now I'd like to invite Consul General Emma Sarne, Mr. Emmanuel Lacario, Deputy Consul General Victorio Mario Limagiba Jr., and his wife, Dr. Ana Limagiba, and all of our distinguished guests to join us here on stage for our photo opportunity.